It's your girl Bella.
And I'm your girl Riri.
And tonight is story time, guys. So grab your family, your friends, your significant others,
your dogs, your cats,
all them birds, fish, whatever. Get around the fireplace and buckle up because this is story time, y'all. And we'll go ahead and take a shot to kick it off. Shots.
Y'all, I don't really take shots, so warning, this image may be graphic, okay, because it's a real challenge for me to take this, so yeah.
She's a rookie, guys.
Woo! Yeah.
You ready?
So,
let's get into it, guys. So,
once upon a time.
You see, we're ready for bed. We got bedtime, story time. Once upon a time, we took a trip to New York City. It was my sister and my cousin. We flew in New York City and we rented a truck, a SUV. It was a
really
nice,
large truck. Like, I will put it here how big this truck was. It was a Xfinity XQ80, I want to say is the name
it was
of
an X80. So it was a really big truck. It's a luxury truck, but it's really big.
Huge.
Yeah, huge truck. I don't like big trucks personally.
Especially not to drive in the city. Like, it's too freaking
it's
huge.
Too big. So we rented a truck. We all the hotels were booked in New York for that particular weekend. It was some event, so everything was pretty much booked. And one of our friends invited us to stay
in his condo.
So we were like ecstatic, like, okay, cool. So make a long story short, we drive to the condos, and it's like 3 buildings, and they have parking garages, and the clearance in the parking garage was super low, so we had a tough time getting the vehicle to be able to drive it through the garage. So we were basically out like crossing guards. We were trying to direct each other. We took turns trying to get in the truck and turn the truck, and it was just like
the ceiling. We can literally reach our hand out the
touch
sunroof
the
and touch the ceiling in the parking garage.
And we scraped that rental car like so many freaking times,
and it was in my name.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. So meanwhile, while we're doing that, the cars behind us are beeping, honking their horn. Get the fuck out of the way! Get the fuck out of the way! You know those New Yorkers? They're really mean. So, make a long story short, we end up parking finally because the turns were like really sharp. So we were hitting the side of the concrete barriers. It was a mess. So we finally park in the parking spot, and we were in the wrong parking spot. We'll get to that. So we get out of the truck with all of our luggage. We go on the elevator and we go to the front desk to retrieve the key. And we go to the wrong freaking building. I told you, it's like 3 freaking buildings. And we go to the wrong building. So we're putting the key into someone else's condo. Do you realize what I said? We're putting the key inside someone else's condo. Like,
that could have went really wrong. Like, if somebody had, like, noticed we were trying to open up their door.
Pry their freaking door open. They could have got a shotgun. And, yeah, they could have. That part. So we called our friend and like, hey, we're putting the key in. The key doesn't work. Like, where are you? And he's like, I'm in so-and-so building. Where are you guys? Oh, we're in the wrong building. So we had to grab all of our luggage and go to the correct set of condos. Looking stupid. You know, we're already frustrated from the parking incident. So we go to the correct condos. We put the key in the door. And Lord behold, guess what, guys? It was a freaking dog. I hate dogs.
She hates dogs. I'm not that afraid of dogs. My cousin is not that afraid of dogs. So when we unlocked the door,
we had no clue that it was a little small puppy. We thought it was a big dog.
Yeah, we just hear barking. So everybody hears barking. So we like open the door and like
slung it open. No, it was slung open, dude. It was slung open, and then the dog was charging, but we didn't see the dog. And we shut the freaking door. Everybody has fallen over their luggage. It's a mess. Okay, it's a freaking mess. So we finally came to the agreement, like, guys, we don't have anywhere else to go at this point because everything is booked and we caught a flight here. We cannot go home at this point. So we decided collectively that they would protect me from the dog. Okay? I'm scared of dogs.
Mind you, the dog ended up being this small. But she's like totally afraid of dogs, so we had to like shoo the dog the whole time we coming in the house.
Yes.
Like, move, girl, move.
Yeah,
And
like,
she's like dog, and she is like cursing at the dog. Get the F.
be mindful. Our friend is like a tech guy, so he's like, he has his own company. He's a tech guy, so he probably has cameras at the house. And I'm cussing out his dog. I was verbally assaulting the freaking dog. I'm like, get the fuck out of my way. Go. So we go to our rooms, and this is the kicker. We go to our rooms. My cousin and I had to share a room, and we're unpacking, and my cousin, she's like really extra. So she was unpacking. She said she saw a bug, and I didn't think anything of it because I'm like, okay, well, maybe it was from the flight, or maybe it was from being in the parking garage directing a truck. You know, it could have been from that. So I didn't think nothing of it. Okay, so we're unpacking. So we go to look at the sheets. We pull the comforter off of the bed.
We're extra like freaking out, like, oh my goodness, it's something on the sheets.
It was shit on the sheets.
Like, oh my goodness, they were being so rude, so mean. Like, you know, it's a way of doing things. Like, I didn't like that.
I don't know how you could be nice with shit on the sheets. Okay. So, and our friend had told us that his housekeepers had came to clean the condo prior to us coming. And I was like, okay, they obviously forgot the shit stay. Did you pay them? Get your refund. So we get dressed, we get freshened up, we leave, and we have another tough time getting we leave and go in the parking garage, and guess what? They put a fucking big orange toe sticker on the truck. So we had to ride around town with that sticker on before we can get it off, because all of the stores were pretty much closed to get it off. So we went out to eat, and then we came back, and then to the condo that night to go to the club, and I clogged the men's toilet. Like, I stopped at the toilet, and I freaking
so embarrassing. Just imagine getting invited to someone's house, free, nice condo. You don't have to pay for anything.
Right.
They send their home to you.
And I clog up the toilet.
And you talk about the person's house.
Yeah.
Terrible.
So we went out that night, and we pretty much had a good time. She was kind of like upset, so she was still kind of in a bad mood. So we went out, and we had a good time. And we went to a gas station. It was late. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. Went to a gas station. She gets out. She pumps the gas, and some guys pull up in a car, and they're trying to talk to her. And I'm like, she's good. She doesn't want to talk. I'm like being rude because I'm like, whatever, go away.
And I'm like,
shoot.
do you know what the... Yeah, like, you cannot talk to people in your officer voice. Like, you can't do that to people.
Okay, go the hell on. She's okay. So she's out there. The pump isn't working. And she supposedly yells, the pump isn't working. The pump isn't working. And we're in the truck, so we can't really hear her. So I'm thinking that she's saying that
and
the guys...
she was mad at me. So
yeah,
she jumps out of the truck, pops her
my
heel,
shoe.
and is like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And
what the fuck?
And I have a water bottle in my hand, and I spike it. Like, I throw it across... like to the store, like to the doorway of the store, and I'm at a gas pump. So yeah, I was really like crazy that night. So my cousin is in the back seat. She wakes up, she's like baffled, like what the fuck is going on? So anyway, so you know, we're mad at each other, whatever. So we leave, we go back to the condo. So we go to the condo. We bought sheets for the bed. We go back to the condo, we put the sheets on, we go to sleep peacefully. Wake up in the morning.
Well, they went to sleep peacefully.
Oh.
To say, I had the room that I had to share with the dog. Yes,
her and the dog were BFFs for that
room,
weekend.
and little did I know, I thought the dog would sleep on the floor.
No.
However, the dog was sleeping in the bed with me.
That was her
boyfriend
all night, for the weekend.
All night, I'm sitting in the bed like this while the dog is laying peacefully next to me. Like,
have you guys seen the Mary J? No, that was New York.
Yes,
New York
I
memes.
will post that picture here. Like, I sat in the bed all night just like this because I could not whatsoever go to sleep in the same bed with a dog. Like,
no.
Absolutely not.
It was funny because I'm texting her all night like, bitch, are you up? Like, what are you doing? She's like sending me pictures and shit. It was like super funny. So
and the dog, oh my goodness, the dog was on me, like literally
the
like it
dog's
was
mommy.
a human. Like the dog was all like this and stretching, and I'm like, what the? Like, how did I get?
She was the dog's mommy for the weekend.
Oh my goodness.
So the dog loved her, but he hated me.
Yeah.
So we get up in the morning. We enjoy the town. We have a good time, and we're still having that truck incident. Like, we're just like the truck it's a nice truck, but it was awful with the parking. So we come back that night, and my cousin sees another bug, and she freaks out, and I'm still like, okay, what the freak are you talking about? So then I'm rumbling through my stuff, getting ready to go somewhere else, and the bug is sitting on my shoulder. She's beating up my shoulder, and I'm like, girl, what the hell are you doing? And she's beating on my shoulder because the bug is sitting on my shoulder. So at this point, now it's raising some awareness, like, okay, like this is like the third or fourth bug that you've seen. So we see bugs climbing and crawling on the blinds in the room, and we freak out, like we lose our shit, like, okay, like, dude, you had, like, shit on the bed. And it was a nice condo, guys. Let me just say that in case, you know, our friend is viewing this. It was a nice condo, and we appreciate it. However, you still had Asian bugs. It was Asian bugs. We researched it was Asian bugs. Anyway, we lose our shit. We're like, no, she can't sleep. She's sleeping with the dog. We can't sleep. We're sleeping with the bugs. We have to leave, but we have nowhere to go. So we end up calling some other friends, and they were able to let us come over. And it was like the worst night ever trying to locate people. And long story
short, we haven't heard from our friends since this.
Yeah. And if you're watching, we're sorry, but dude, like, I will
They
be the
were
housekeeper.
Acting like some complete fools.
I mean, it was bugs like
but they were acting so extra. Like,
it was like the bugs life. Like, it was bugs every damn well. It was bugs zooming around like it was an infestation. Like, I don't know. I've never seen Asian bugs in a person's house. It was like ladybugs. Like, and I couldn't sleep in that way. Like, no, I would rather sleep walking or something, but I wasn't going to stay in that house. Like, it was just, no.
Yeah, that was like the trip from hell. And our cousin is still like mad at us about that trip.
Yeah, she's never going on any more trips with us. Like, she's just like, no, I'm over trips with you guys. So, yeah, that was
cousin, if you're listening, we love you.
We love you. We love you, and we're sorry about that trip. So, tell us your experiences from your trips, because that experience was the worst. We had a good time. We made the best of it, but it was the worst trip ever.
Definitely.
So like, subscribe, comment, share, guys. Let us know your experiences. And thank you for supporting and watching Women's Talk. See you next time. Deuce.